All right, so let's talk now about being smart. I got 4 slides of this. All right, so first one, if utilized properly, online platforms can be informative and entertaining, provide feedback from peers, let us connect with others and network with them, and be used for so much more. So it's great if we use it properly. But just some caveats along the way. What we know from all the studies that have been done, and it's probably underreported, is that people are spending a lot of time online and a lot of time on social media. And it really is easy to let the time get ahead of you. So maybe one of the things we need to think about is budgeting our time. So we're doing social media from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. and we're actually having a life the rest of the time. We're doing homework, we're going to work, we're talking to people. So it really is easy to lose sight of time. Okay, so as I said before, in setting up social media accounts, differentiate between fun sites like Facebook and professional sites like LinkedIn. But at the same time, be aware of the fact that more and more employers are looking you up on Facebook, not just on LinkedIn, so that the image that you present and the information that you leave there is going to reflect on you. Think before entering any content through any platform that may prove to be embarrassing or inappropriate. Remember, information, photos, opinion placed online, and consider this if you haven't before, are often seen by unintended viewers. Has anybody ever heard of the term frenemies? Those are enemies posing as friends. So I'll get into this a little bit more in a second, but this whole idea that we gauge our popularity by how many friends we have isn't necessarily good, because that means that our filter for letting people get in and communicating with us is enormous. They may not necessarily be our friends. So they're often seen by unintended viewers. Have a very long shelf life. Wow. Even when items are taken down, posters and bloggers can be relentless. When something goes online or through social media, it's there forever. There was a famous incident involving an ESPN woman sportscaster a couple of years ago now, Erin Andrews. Some guy was in a peephole in a hotel and he had taken nude pictures of her. It went up, ESPN got injunctions. Every legitimate site in the world took down the pictures. But can you still go there and end up finding them? Yes, because they're foreign sites. So just be careful. Stuff can be placed online without your knowledge or permission. I'm standing up here today. There could be somebody who's got a phone camera, and is videotaping it and ends up using it God knows how. So you're in some silly picture, you're in a bar, you've had a lot to drink, somebody is taking a picture of you and it ends up on their Facebook site. You have absolutely no knowledge of it. And anything that's online regarding you could pop up in a Google search. So if I type in your name, what's going to come up when I do it? So carefully control the information you provide and make available. So I hope I can get this across. This is one of the most important things out there. Facebook, Foursquare, LinkedIn. So again, how many of you have a Facebook account? Almost everybody? Okay. According to the most recent survey that I read, about 90% of the people who set up a Facebook account leave the settings alone once they set them up. They never think about the privacy issues. So again, we're so interested in being popular that we've got our birthday, including year exposed, a prime means of identity theft. And we've got a whole raft of other information, our high school, you name it, all right? My recommendation to you is to go back and decide what is absolutely necessary for the world to see about you, and to go in and make the other stuff available to nobody. You have the options of making it available to everybody, making it available to your friends, or making it only available to you. If you make it available to your friends, and you've been careful in who you've selected for your friends, you're okay. But if you're one of the people that wants to be popular and has 3,000 friends, I don't want that information out there. So please, please, you have the ability to control the information. Consider what people can have in terms of identity theft on you. Foursquare. Foursquare in concept is great, I'm here. The GPS is telling me I'm here. I'm in this room right now. Wow. What if one of my frenemies has that and they're following after me, right? You know, a bully or something. So do I really want people to know where I'm at, where I'm going? So that's another thing. Just think about it. LinkedIn. If you go to LinkedIn, one of the things you have the ability to control is your contacts, your connections. You want to get as many connections as you can. All right, it looks good. But you have the ability to close off the connections so other people don't see them. So I'm in LinkedIn, I've got a lot of people who are connected to me, but I don't want everybody else knowing who they are. I don't want to have the fact that the dean is in my list and he gets exposed to somebody else and you've got his contact information because I left my contact list open. All right? So be careful in how you control information. It may seem like fun, but once it's out there, it's there forever. And the amount of identity theft now is just beyond off the charts. Know who your friends are. Don't focus on how many likes that you amass as a measure of your self-esteem and popularity. So having said that, nobody will answer this question. How many people have at least 500 friends? Okay? And they're all your friends. Or you just like the fact that if somebody goes to your site, it says 511. Be careful who you let in. Be aware of these practices and how to deal with them. Good etiquette in communicating with others by platform. So the way that we communicate at Facebook will be different than how we communicate at LinkedIn. For example, on Facebook, we can leave comments that end up having curse words and all kinds of stuff in them that could do, even without the curse words, be filled with humor, sarcasm, whatever. That's kind of accepted because people communicate that way with Facebook. But if you're on LinkedIn and you want to communicate with somebody that could possibly offer you a job, it's a whole different, more formalized style without all the humor and the kidding around.